There was nothing to do. No phone, no Netflix, no group chat, no notification, no algorithm deciding what you see next. No next. Just a prehistoric plain, a cave, 14 hours of daylight, and absolutely nothing on the schedule, because schedules had not been invented yet. And even if they had, the schedule would have said nothing. This is the story of what happened when ancient humans got bored. Things got weird. Chapter 1. The Staring. He stared at a rock for 45 minutes. Not because the rock was interesting. The rock was not interesting. Nobody has ever looked at this rock and thought, interesting. The rock is a rock. It has always been a rock. It will always be a rock. It has no content. It has no narrative arc. It does not update. It does not refresh. It is simply there in front of him, being a rock. And he is simply there in front of it, being bored. 45 minutes pass. This is the first doom scroll in human history, except the content is a rock, and the algorithm is gravity, and the engagement rate is 0, and he cannot stop. He does not know why he cannot stop. The rock has given him nothing. The rock will give him nothing. The rock is not building toward anything. There is no payoff coming. He knows this. He keeps staring anyway, because the alternative is to stop staring at the rock, and then what? Then nothing. That's what. And nothing is worse than the rock. He stares at the rock for another 20 minutes. Chapter 2. The Sticks. He picks up a stick. He puts it down. He picks it up again. This is not a plan. He does not have a plan. He picked up the stick because it was near him, and he had already been staring at the rock for 65 minutes, and something had to change. The stick is the change. The stick is not interesting either, but it is a different shape from the rock, and variety is apparently all he has right now.
He walks to a different location. He picks up a different stick. This stick is also not interesting. He examines it anyway, with the specific focus of someone who has nothing else to examine. He turns it over. He looks at the other end. He taps it against his knee. He has now been engaged with this stick for 4 minutes and has learned nothing about the stick, and nothing about himself, and he puts it down. He picks up a third stick. He is now on his third stick. None of the sticks have been interesting. He is aware of this. He cannot stop picking up sticks. This will become the hobby industry in approximately 199,980 years. Entire economies will be built around the activity of picking up things that are not interesting and spending time with them anyway and calling it a passion. He is the first person to do this. He does not know he is the founding father of hobbies. He is just running out of sticks. He picks up a fourth stick. If you want to see what happens when this same ancient human picks up something genuinely useful, the football video is linked in the description. He accidentally kicked a rock. Nobody was ready. Watch that first and then come back, because the sticks are about to escalate.
Chapter 3. The Bothering of Other People. Out of personal options, he locates another ancient human. This other ancient human is busy. She is doing something specific and intentional with a level of focus that communicates clearly she does not need company. He stands near her anyway. He makes a sound. The sound communicates nothing except his presence and a vague implication that her presence should now be focused on him. She does not look up. He makes a slightly louder sound. She still does not look up. He picks up a stick near her and puts it down near her in a way that suggests he is doing something, but he is not doing anything. He is simply near her, being bored at her. This is the first ever "I'm bored, entertain me" in human history. She has the exact expression of someone who was doing perfectly fine until 30 seconds ago and has now lost access to that version of her afternoon and cannot get it back. She knows he will not leave. He knows he will not leave. The stick sits between them as evidence of nothing.
He stays for 40 minutes. He contributes nothing. He leaves when something slightly more interesting appears in his peripheral vision, which is a different rock, smaller than the first one, and therefore technically new content. Chapter 4. The Accidental Inventions. He starts hitting rocks together. Not because he has a plan, not because he is trying to create something. He is hitting rocks together because they are available and making sounds, and the sounds are new, and new is the only thing he is looking for right now, and these rocks are delivering new at a rate the previous rock completely failed to manage. The rocks make a spark. He does not notice the spark. He has already moved on because the sound got repetitive after 4 minutes, and repetitive is just boredom with extra steps. He wanders off to find the next slightly less boring thing, leaving behind a spark and a sharp-edged rock that he shaped by accident while doing nothing.
Another ancient human walks past, finds the spark, finds the tool, gets credit for inventing fire, gets credit for inventing the hand axe, is celebrated by the tribe, has a story told about him for 200,000 years. The bored one never knows. He is currently on his 7th stick. This is also still happening. The person who accidentally creates something important by doing something pointless out of boredom and the person who finds it and gets the credit are both still out there right now. And this dynamic has not changed in any meaningful way since 200,000 BC, except now there is a patent system, which the bored inventor also does not know about. Chapter 5. The Nap That Goes Wrong. He decides to sleep. Not because he is tired. He slept last night. He is not a tired person right now. He is a bored person who has identified sleep as technically an activity. Sleep takes up time. Time is the problem. Sleep is therefore the solution. He lies down in the middle of the day with the calm confidence of a man who has found the answer. He sleeps for 4 hours. He wakes up. He is confused. He is groggy. He has a vague headache from sleeping at the wrong time of day. He has not become less bored, he has become bored and also slightly unwell. And the afternoon is somehow still happening, and there are still hours left in it. And sleep is now unavailable because he already used it. He considers sleeping again. He cannot. He is not tired. He is the opposite of tired. He is a man who slept 4 hours in the afternoon and now faces the evening with full alertness and zero plans. And a headache. And a growing awareness that the nap made things worse. This is the first accidental nap in human history. It solved nothing. It has never solved anything. Every person who has taken a boredom nap has woken up in the exact same condition as this ancient human. Confused, groggy, somehow more bored, slightly annoyed at themselves, and immediately considering doing it again. He considers doing it again. Chapter 6. The Watching. He has now run out of personal options. He cannot stare at rocks because he has already done that and the rock remains uninteresting. He cannot pick up sticks because he has picked up 11 sticks and none of them changed his life. He cannot bother people because the person he bothered is now actively facing a different direction. He cannot sleep because he already slept. He cannot invent things because he does not know he is inventing things. So he watches other people. He finds a spot with a reasonable vantage point and he simply watches other tribe members do their activities. Someone is hunting, he watches the hunting. Someone is making a tool, he watches the tool making. Two people are arguing about something. He watches the argument with significantly more interest than he has brought to any activity today. The argument has stakes. The argument has characters. The argument has an unclear outcome. The argument is, by a wide margin, the most compelling content available on this prehistoric plane, and he has found the best seat. He watches for 6 hours. He does not participate. He does not help. He does not intervene in the argument, even when it becomes clear that one party has a stronger case. He just watches. He has developed the first spectator behavior in human history. He has invented the audience. He is the founding member of a group that will eventually build stadiums and streaming platforms and comment sections, and he is doing it right now by sitting at a reasonable vantage point, watching an argument about a mammoth and eating something he found nearby. The people being watched are uncomfortable. He does not notice. He is invested. Cut to today. Someone is on a sofa. They have a phone with 40,000 pieces of content available. They open it, close it. Open it, close it. They pick up the TV remote, put it down. They check the fridge, close the fridge. There was food in the fridge. They were not hungry. They go back to the sofa. They open the phone again, close it. Pick up a completely random object near the sofa, put it down. Consider a nap. Decide against the nap. Reconsider the nap. Reject the nap again. They are surrounded by more entertainment than any human in the previous 199,999 years of existence. They cannot find anything to do. The ancient human staring at a rock for 65 minutes would understand this completely. The rock was also not that interesting. The phone has more content than the rock. The feeling is identical. The restlessness is identical. The picking up and putting down energy is identical. The accidental 6-hour watch session that started because something nearby had an argument in it is identical. nothing has changed in 200,000 years.
Not the staring at something that isn't giving you anything. Not the picking things up, hoping they'll be interesting and they won't be. Not the bothering of other people. Not the nap that makes it worse. Not the watching strangers do things for hours and calling that an afternoon. Not one single thing. He is on his 7th stick. You are on your 7th scroll. Neither of you is going to stop. If you watched this entire video about boredom while being bored and you are still here, Mr. Paint completely understands. And also, you should know that the Ancient Humans Tinder video is in the description for when you run out of content in approximately 4 minutes and need something else. And the Ancient Humans marriage video is also there. And the 4-mammoth hunter has already appointed himself head of your next video decision, and he has been nodding at the description this entire time. Hit subscribe because it costs nothing and takes 2 seconds, and you are already here. And what else are you going to do? The rock is still there. It is still not interesting. He is still staring at it.